I still smell the brake dust on my hands the night I buried my own heartbeat under a courthouse vow. My mother texted, "Too exhausted from your sister's vacation." I typed back, "Rest well," while the judge pronounced us married. Then I silenced the phone and let 85 missed calls scream into the void. That was the moment I realized some engines don't need fixing, they need replacing. My name is Caleb. 32. Grease under every fingernail and a toolbox older than most leases. I live above the shop on Route 44, where the neon open sign flickers like a bad alternator. Rent comes in a coffee can labeled, "Do not touch unless bleeding." I'm the guy cousins call at 2 a.m. when their girlfriend Civic coughs like a dying cat. I show up, flashlight between teeth, no invoice. That's who I was. Lila was different. She rolled in for a tire rotation and asked why her check engine light judged her life choices. I told her sensors are nosy bastards. She laughed so hard the waiting room vending machine rattled. A week later she brought me a roast beef sandwich wrapped in wax paper, no note, just fuel. We started meeting after closing, sharing gas station coffee while cicadas screamed in the pines. She said, "I don't need fireworks, Caleb. I need forever with the lights on." I believed her. I texted my parents a courthouse date and a photo of the steps still wet from morning rain. Mom replied 4 hours later, "Your sister just landed from Santorini. We're wiped. Maybe brunch later." Dad added a thumbs up emoji like he was congratulating a stranger. I stared until the screen dimmed, then went back to bleeding brakes on a minivan that smelled like spilled juice boxes. That night I found Lila's aunt's restaurant on the local Hidden Gems segment schedule. They wanted B-roll. I shrugged, free publicity for the ravioli. I didn't know B-roll meant drones and ring lights and my face on every sports bar in the tri-state area. Friday, 11:07 a.m. The judge smelled like peppermint. And justice. Lila's veil was a hardware store mosquito net we'd laughed over in aisle 7. We kissed. The room smelled like lemon polish and possibility. At the restaurant, her Aunt Marisol crushed me in a hug that cracked my spine. "Welcome to the chaos, Mijo." Cameras glided like sharks. My phone buzzed, "Mom, thinking of you." Jenna's jet lag is brutal. Then Dad, "Mount the new TV tonight. Your mother's show is pixelated." I typed, "Getting married." Stop. Hit send. Face down phone. The producer asked for 30 seconds of toast. Lila squeezed my hand. We clinked glasses. I said, "This lasagna could raise the dead." Laughter. Cut. Print. Buy cake. My phone was a hornet's nest. 85 missed calls. I slid it into Lila's clutch like contraband. "Dance with me." She did. The drone caught our shadows spinning under string lights. But that wasn't the worst of it. Morning after, cold wedding cake on paper plates, Lila's bare feet on my thighs, segment replaying on her laptop. Comments, couple goals. "Where's this place?" Then the texts detonated. "Mom, we feel ambushed." "Dad, marrying money changes things." Sophia, my sister, voice note, nasal with entitlement, "People at yoga think I wasn't invited." Fix your narrative. I poured coffee, hand steady for the first time in years. Noon, Dad again. Family meeting. Bring checkbook. Sophia's loans are drowning her dreams. I typed slow, deliberate. We kept it small by choice. My marriage is not a crowdfunding campaign. Coffee Sundays 2 p.m. at Daisy's Diner. Money off the menu. 3 dots. Vanish. Reappear. Mom, this is cruel. Me, this is clarity. Monday, a matte black Escalade idles outside the bay. Parents step out like they're auditioning for a soap. Mom's heels click on concrete like accusations. Dad scans the lifts like they owe him rent. Caleb, congratulations, she sings songs, touching my forearm 6 times. Boss Rico mouths, "You good?" I nod. Dad, opportunity knocked. Answer it. Sophia needs. No. Mom gasps like I slapped her. No to which part? All of it. Dad's neck veins pulse. We raised you better than reality TV stunts. You raised me to show up with tools, not guilt trips. Rico steps closer, rag dripping. Working bay, folks. Dad's fake smile could cut glass. Family boosie. Done, I say. They leave in a swirl of Chanel and rage. Rico hands me a grape Gatorade. Blood's thick. Motor oil's thicker. Calls climb to 92. I block like caulking leaks. Sophia posts a mirror selfie, caption, when your brother forgets where he parked his loyalty. I draft the boundary script on a napkin, memorize it like torque specs. Sunday 2 p.m., Daisy's Diner. Chrome stools, burnt coffee, jukebox stuck on 1987. Lila squeezes my knee under the table. Nobody shows. Tuesday, Sophia texts direct, need cosign. 15K, startup athleisure. I'll pay interest in gratitude. I reply, no. She, Mom says you're brainwashed. Me, by peace and quiet. December, a cream envelope, embossed. Inside, an itemized, family contribution statement. Sophia tuition minimum, $450. Parents' new sunroom, $800. Holiday expectation, $350. Total due, $1,600. I photograph it, attach my napkin script, hit send, then feed the original to the shop shredder. Metal teeth sing like justice. Spring thaws the grease on my knuckles. Calls taper to static. One Tuesday, Mom texts, Daisy's. Alone. Please. She slides in late, mascara smudged from something heavier than jet lag. I miss my boy. I'm still here. Different zip code. She stirs coffee that doesn't need stirring. We were wrong about the W. Walking out, Dad grunts, heard you on the sports channel. Looked decent. I let it land like a compliment and keep walking. I still smell brake dust, but now it's mixed with Lila's citrus shampoo and the quiet hum of a life I finally tuned myself. The do not touch envelope is relabeled Future Fund. It's heavier, not from handouts, but from breathing room I paid for in boundaries. Forgiveness isn't free. It's the most expensive tool in the box. If they'd shown up without a price tag, would I have opened the door wider? Tell me in the comments, what would you have done the moment the invoice arrived?